Hello. Hello. Oh my gosh. How's everyone doing today? I told myself I wasn't gonna ask that question today. But it is Wednesday. We are halfway through the week, and I'm excited that we're halfway through the week because I'm tired. It is a day, yeah. But I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad you're all here to hang out. I don't know how long I'm going to stream because I am tired. The weather here has been so back and forth. I feel like I'm catching a cold because of it, or like allergies and stuff are just acting up, which it is what it is. And I'm gonna try and convince. No, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna try and go get Burger King later because I deserve that. So I'm gonna go ahead and open Final Fantasy. Ordered pizza, let's go. Yeah. We'll see how long we go today. It might be a little short stream, but that's alright. Sweet. Just a little guy. Yeah. And maybe, I don't want to promise a stream this weekend, but like I do every weekend. Ooh. So much going on. Like I do every weekend, I would like to maybe stream. I don't think I will have time, but we shall see. I am going to a baby shower for one of my college roommates this weekend, so that's exciting, which is honestly crazy because children, 1. 2, she was very anti-children like I am. But you know, she found a guy, she got married, and she was like, maybe. Which I understand, I guess. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy. And I'm excited for it. I like life events like this. I like going to life events of people that I know. Believe it or not, I'm an emotional person. Oh my god, wifey, what is up? Welcome in. Oh my god, it's a gay. Actually, 2 gays, technically. And the 2 gays are together? I'm sorry. Everything is yes. Oh my god, gay? Gay? Well, we love that you're here, wifey. And truly, Barely, I'm literally just gonna call you Barely because I read your name and I know it's Barely every time, but I literally almost say Beerly every time. And I'm so sorry. If it really bugs you, I will do my best to not say it. Dude, this music slaps. Beth, I'm reminded of the time it was us two that work, and Caroline got on the closed door and looked at us and said, "Gay." She said, "Wait a minute. Leave me alone." Oh no, I'm gonna have to dive. I have entire alt for a month. That's code. Okay, okay. I did forget that you told me that. I apologize. Waterweed? Is that a weed? I'm calling the police. Boop, 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 boop. I am very excited to continue in this story though, because it's getting juicy. I honestly cannot wait to see that one evil lady's background. Like her story. It's gotta be juicy. And I know right now I'm doing a side quest, but it's one that's gonna help me fly in this area eventually. So please let me have it. But yeah. Oh, also, maybe I did make it to level 70 last stream, so maybe we get advice from our friends and we pick up Sage and Reaper. So I'm super, very excited about that. Do you want to be emo or do you want to have lasers? Why not both? Let's go, guys. Can I actually TP here? It's saying I can. I can't. I gotta go swimming. I gotta go swimming. What is this? Excuse me? Hello? Fudge Nug! I think I want to pick up... I think I want to pick up Reaper first. Let's go. Okay, question of the day in stream is, if you could play one instrument, what would you want to play? And if you can play an instrument, or multiple instruments, which ones do you play? I always found that really cool. I never had the patience to sit down and actually learn an instrument 100%. Crazy. I have ADHD. Never would have known. Never would have guessed. The marimba? That's a cool one. I can't blame you there. That's a good one. Oh no. Why are they running around? What's going on? Oh. We just attacked the base. That's what happened, I think.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
That's kind of a lie. I'd like to go back to violin and properly learn piano. True. The violin and piano are so good. Can say they can play one. Yeah. Not many.
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
Not this, but night.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Gyr Urbania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements
We need
may
to
be
add
rallying
that.
in other provinces.
Why do I not have that already?
Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
Wait, I don't think we did.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this
Oh my god, I
opportunity
didn't
and
log
kill
in.
him.
I literally opened it and didn't log in. I'm a goober. Ah. Hold on. Everything's on hold. It's open now. God, I'm such a goober.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all.
Okay, girl. Okay.
We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
What about me, the warrior
We
of
know
light?
his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there.
20%? That's low.
Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Oh gosh.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child.
How big is this empire?
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I cannot, I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
I like it when they strut away and all their clothes is like, and this supposed to be like dramatic, but like, you can't really be dramatic with squeaking like that, you know? I feel like it fell more, but maybe I'm delusional. The Ruby Sea? What the heck? Oh, I got one way over there. Back over there. Alright. Why don't... Hold on, it's fine, I already casted it. Why don't we pick up Reaper? Where can I pick up Reaper? Is the question. Ooda. Ooda. Oh my god, that was loud. Okay. Map. This is where Gardania is. Hold on. Oh my god, it's Beth. Stop, you're so cute. Ooh, right there. Let's go. Oh, that's Reaper. Oh, I want to scythe so bad. I'm gonna be so actually like insufferable. Actually, quite literally insufferable. I follow. Yeah, see? Insufferable when I have that. That is so heckin' cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be insufferable. There's no way. Oh. Do I TP? Meteorite to the... Adventures... My map? Here? Rise and Fall of a Gentleman, Corpse Groom, The Killer Instinct. Maybe that's it? Steps of Tall. Oh, that is it? Cool. Killer Instinct, Adventurers Guild. That just sounded right, you know? There we go. Okay, sheesh. Sheesh, that wasn't... The market. I do like Dancer though still, but... This was Red Mage. I ran right past it. That's not the one I was supposed to talk to, but hey. It is what it is. Gotta go back around this way. So what is Red Mage actually? Is Red Mage more like attack mage? Versus White Mage is like healing. A combo of caster and also has melee combo. That is really cool. Drusilla. Is this supposed to be like Dracula? Alice? Oh, okay, okay. This is a lot. So why do these have X's on it? Oh, because these are weapons. These are classes that I don't have. You really should. I don't want this one. I don't. Oh wait, hold on. In your armory chest? What? Oh. Oh my god, hold on. I can always have it up, but it's been like hidden the whole time. I had no idea. Guys, but I want to like... I want to get rid of more than that, because I hate it here. Okay. Fuck these. Fuck these. These are just... I can't throw it away. Oh my god, what happened? I sorted them by something. Get rid of that. Inventory management. Yeah, I guess we could do that. That would make sense to do, wouldn't it? Okay. Now I gotta move this here. Oh, I'm naked. Naked. Oh. Best Reaper fit is naked. Reaper, here we go. Kind of look like a badass. Hold on. Oh, I guess that will stay there for now. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do one quest with this and see how it goes, and then we'll go back to MSQ. Oh gosh. Or maybe even doing dailies. I don't mind doing dailies either. Oh my god, on guard. Look, your weapon's so cool. Wait, how did you get fishnets? What the heck? Gold saucer. I need to go there more often. I am gonna pick up Red Mage since I already like started picking it up. I don't think I clicked the right one. I clicked the one for Reaper, but it's okay. Oh, I have to mount guide. What's a good one for Reaper? I feel like this one. I can't even see. Wait. Why are there two? What is that? What is this? This way. I feel like my mount is constantly like going slightly down. Oh, that's why? Oh my god, it's so sensitive. What? Valid. Me too. This is not Reaper. This is Red Mage. Maybe. That's okay. Me just clicking to get rid of things. Wait. I didn't realize they were both in this area. That's actually hilarious. I said, this is the right one, goes to the wrong one. Sounds about right. Can you give me Red Mage now? I know, I do too. I don't know why it stopped working. It just hates me. I'll have to add some more. I just haven't. Tonight, I'll be. Woo! Jungkook! Jungkook! Where are the frickle nugs? Where in the holy heckin'... It's in this building. No! A cat man. Can you just give me Red Mage? Yes. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you. Thank you. How deep the rabbit hole goes. Literally, I don't need to do that. Quite literally, let me just, oh. I apologize. I am just like zippy zoo. What is going on? What are you guys doing? Why are you walking so I don't know how to say that word. Okay. I'm gonna go to the quest. Mom, I'm scared. Mom, I flew up. Ew, giant bugs. Hi. Oh, wrong person. I gotta talk to the cowboy. New skill, new skill. Oh. Oh. Have I ever clicked any buttons for Reaper? No. No. Where are we going? Did I read? No. Oh. Oh. Oh, holy. Oh, okay, that's a jump back. I don't. Oh, I need Bloodbath for sure. It's nice that this can hit multiple. I didn't think that, oop. I didn't mean to, like, TP away, but it's fine. Easy. 2 attacking me at all times, no big deal. Holy crap. Yeah, so you have a 1-2 AoE combo and a 1-2-3 single target. Gotcha. I'm guessing that's the single target one. Beth, truly, I do not think I've read a single thing. I hate to break the news to you. Your third attack in your single target combo is in the middle of your hotbar. Like here. Whoa, that's not it. No doubt, I fear. I appreciate... Dang it. So what I'm trying to do... Okay, I made it halfway. Okay, now it's at 100. So you have to look at what lights up to do your moves. Use get oh let's see. Okay, hold on. What? Use gallows and use guillotine. So I'm guessing I'm just... Okay, so... I'm... Oh, okay. So I need... Okay. Grants enhanced gallows. Oh my gosh. Okay. I got it. I follow. I definitely have to, like, move this stuff around. Which one? I see. So any of them will give me that. I thought it had to be like a certain sequence. I think I've recommended this before, but I would take all the buttons off the hotbar and then re-add them. Yeah. I will definitely do that because, like, that one doesn't need to be there. Like, all these can be, like, over on this one, and those should be, like... Yeah. You get what I mean. Okay. Gibbert's from the side, Gallows from the rear. Gibbert, Gallows, Guillotine. Guillotine sounds like something that would definitely be on the front. Shiitake mushrooms. Oh, of course he turns. Yeah, I think I did that one kind of right. Guillotine is an AoE, no side back, just where you make sure you're facing enemies. Got you. So does guillotine shoots? So can I be like a little bit of ways? Is that what it means by AoE? And that's probably a stupid question, and I'm sorry. Or just AoE means like you just have to look at them. My question is, for guillotine, can I be like far away? Can I not be like right on him? Like, will it shoot out? Was my question, because yeah, let's see if it will. No, I gotta be decent like this, it looks like. Oh, dang it. Since you are melee, gotcha. So basically like Dancer, but Dancer has a longer range than Reaper, which makes sense. Okay, let's move this here. Nullify all actions directly. Let's put that here for now. I want to move like these guys like here. And this is what I'll do. This is it. Because I want this one over here to remind myself to click it. We'll at least finish this quest. Can't execute it while jumping. SMH. Yes, let's head inside. Amazing, let's go. And I can't continue on anyways. It's a path of no return. Sheesh. That is very far in the corner. Oh, and I can't do anything at the moment. What the heck is going on there? Hello? Hopefully it all connects somehow. Oh, it looks like it does. Oh, that does not look like fun. Oh, a water serpent. Nice. Well. Two and 3 to 3. Sweet. Wow, 3 checks. Let's go. Yeah, fudge it. Let's go. Okay, I'm done. I regret. Leave me alone. Path of no return is still this way. So let's continue. Oh wow. Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's really cool. That's cool. I will say it, that's a cool design. Oh my god, it's a little fish guy. God, this is so cute. What the heck? I needed to go around, but that was worth going in because that was cute. They have their own little like village and stuff. I'll take the kilt, please. Back this way. Destination. Now we just sit and wait. Why does Reaper have one eye closed? Like one eye covered, not closed. Is that just like they're like, oh yeah, we want the Reaper to be like this, you know? Duty calls. Commence battle. The time between seconds. Yes, let's go. I don't think I can... I think I have to do this one alone. I really want a cool Reaper weapon already. In clothes.
He comes.
Oh. He comes. I feel like she's gonna die. This is not a good idea.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
True, my guy still needs conditioner.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. Ah, but as his radiance wishes...
Okay.
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
never mind.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts.
That is him, yes.
Now we
Oh.
let there be savage
I clicked.
beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
Hunt? I hope we kill him. But I know it's too early to kill him. Someone else is gonna die, I just know it. Holy shish.
Ambush!
Ambush!
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
I hate this man.
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kayed! For Doma!
Ah!
Look at my weak side.
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound.
Oh no. I don't like
Then
that he
again,
is like.
I'm loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
I don't like that he has like a barrel of like 3 swords. His golf bag, exactly. Like, what? Get out of here. Get out of here. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Holy shiitake mushrooms, man.
This day you die! Leave this to me!
Bro, leave it to you. I'm...
All right.
Okay. Beast?
Let us put you to the proof.
Oh, great. He's full health.
Run, beast, run!
No, I made the decision. Chaos. Will come in.
Give me something to remember.
What in the heck, man?
Run, beast, run! Don't stop now!
Oh.
I see.
Oh my god. Why can't I beat him? I'm the Warrior of Light. The Warrior of Light.
Ah.
Blessed
I
by
remember
a
you,
goddess.
Alamigo, the champion of the savages.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Okay. I don't care if he's big booty. Oh no, she's gonna die. Wait, did we? That was his helmet? Oh, I cut his helmet.
How right I was to spare your life.
Oh, he's got the sleepy eyes. Me too, my guy. Me too.
Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live.
I thought, like, I threw something at him.
For the
Or the
rush
other
of
girl threw
blood.
something at him.
For the time between the seconds live. The sole pleasure left me in this empty, ephemeral world.
Oh. Girl. She's gonna die because of this.
You are not worthy.
Oh no.
Get away from them, you Imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are!
Oh.
I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse.
Oh well,
I
sheesh.
would have given anything to forget, to walk away. But I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt.
Vic, welcome in. Thank you for giving your daily star candy. Chaos, thank you for giving your daily star
For
candy.
you! For ourselves! For Doma!
For Doma! Wait. I don't know how it got
Death is
reset.
death, regardless of the reason.
Welcome. Chaos, nice to meet you. Thank you for
Yet
giving hi,
you
I'm new.
seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to address the balance.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Well, that's too dang bad.
How wrong you are! Go, now! Guzetsu, see to Yugiri.
Aye.
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
My man's just gonna walk away.
My lord?
He said, I got a fighting buddy. Let's go, Issei. 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 Alright. Yeah. There's so many little cutscenes now. What the heck? Oh, just this way. Lise over here. Alan, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. Have a good evening. Oh my god, Alfie! Alfie, when did you get here? Alfie! My little annoying brother, basically. Meanwhile, on the keep of Doma Castle. Oh no. What's happening? Oh, he's just...
I would expect
brooding.
no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
I should post my bunny girl pics in the Discord, maybe. You should. Why is he so big? He's so, like, beefy. Oh, no.
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear.
He's not even looking at her. He's literally looking at the wall.
Because of your petty hatreds, they render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope, to make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness.
Oof.
Do your duty, now. Or die with the rest of them.
He said, basically, join me or die.
Oh, are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
Well, the cycle of violence.
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want her dead. I want her friends dead. I want the heads of everyone she knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
I don't want to be dead.
You mean I can finally go after her?
Oh my god, I hate this guy. I want him dead.
I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, my lady, she won't escape this time. Not...
I genuinely dislike him so much. Meanwhile, oh my god. So many fronts to be worried about. What in the heck? Who the heck is this?
Aye. This is the place.
My guy has such a snatched waist. What the
When his
heck?
shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Who are you? Oh yeah.
Yet, if this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
Oh, why is he back? I'm blushing. Now he's... Oh, what is he gonna come up with? Alright, let me go this way for a minute. Lucian. Exactly. Please, Mr. Tiger, sir. I did not want this. Here is your livers, kind sir. Oh, I should definitely... Yeah, I should definitely just continue on this way. Nice liver with some fava beans. Okay, I was like, ooh, let's cook it this way. I don't think I've ever had liver, and I don't know if I can physically, eat it. Heaven sent, that's me. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Oh, it's a quote from Hannibal? Oh, well. Did I just... I'm sorry. In my defense, there is, people do eat liver. Not people liver, but... liver of animals. Dear Lord. I'm a G's, shut it. Okay. Leaves. Lisa. Okay. Cutscene? New area cutscene. Let's go. Dang, we traveled that far already? Whoa. So pretty. What the heck?
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless.
So cute.
The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation.
Okay. Foreshadow.
With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
Him? Foreshadow? Lion King? Okay. This is another new area. This is crazy. What, this is like the 4th new, like, area. This time. Oh, maybe because these are so different. I feel like in the last one they were very, very similar. Because all dealt with like ice and stuff. So maybe I'm just really seeing the difference in this one. Yeah. I am traveling a lot further. Your girl's a traveling queen. Let's attune here. With the chat mode and say, enter the phrase containing mole and search the mole woman. Wait. Oh. Into any phrase, I'm confused. Why always fishing? That's so funny. Are they yelling at you guys because you guys are fishing? That is so funny. I don't understand. Enter any phrase with mole or ocean fishing. I see. I'm very confused. Okay, it say enter any phrase containing mole to search for a mole woman. I don't understand. Can someone spoil me? Because I truly... Oh. What? Confused. Oh. I had to like click on them. I see, I see. That was convenient. The first one I really... Oh my god, she's so pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay. I think we're gonna call it quits here today, pals. I am tired. And oh my god. Okay. My screen went totally black for a minute there. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so, so, so much. Let's see. I know it's a very, very short stream, and I apologize, guys. We're gonna raid into Kate. Did we just raid into Kate? I feel like we didn't. Anyways, here's my raid message, and here are my socials. And I will see you guys next time. I have my YouTube upload going up this Friday for my Final Fantasy playthrough, and next Friday as well. I'm gonna keep it going on Fridays for now. We might add in some other ones. Next week I'm hoping to start my tipathon, subathon, whatever you want to call it, with food. You know, I think that's cool. Anyways, I will see you guys next time, but thank you for being here. Anyone else who is still lurking, I appreciate, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.